Welcome to Over the Goal Line, a Cornell University women's ice hockey podcast by the players and for the players. This podcast will bring you in-depth game analysis, behind-the-scenes banter, and exclusive team coverage straight from the players themselves. Now, here's your host, number 23, Finley Frechette.
Hey Cornell hockey fans, it's your host, Finley Frechette, and I'm back for episode 2 of Over the Goal Line. We have a great episode coming up for you, but first, here's an overview of the past 2 weekends. The Mercier series was a good one to start off the decade at Lina, with 2 wins. The first game was 6-2, and the second game was 2-1 in overtime. And then this past weekend, we made the trek to Union and RPI for a 1-1 tie and a 2-0 win, respectively. I want to take the time to shout out the Lina faithful who traveled to both Union and RPI this past weekend to cheer us on. Personally, it gives me the chills when we're doing the national anthems and we get a huge red yell from the crowd, even when we're away. You guys are the best, and we really appreciate your support. And now, a preview of the next 2 weekends. We have some huge Ivy League and ECAC hockey matchups this weekend at Lina, with Dartmouth on Friday at 2 and Harvard Saturday at 3. Then the following weekend, we have our home and away series with our travel partners, Colgate. We play Colgate at Lina at 3 o'clock on Friday, and then again in Hamilton on Saturday for a 3 o'clock tilt. And now, here's the content you guys have all been waiting for. Our first freshman feature, featuring the one and only Izzy Daniel, number 12 from Minneapolis, Minnesota. Hi everybody, I'm here with our first freshman guest, number 12, Izzy Daniel. Izzy, thank you for joining us today. Can you tell me a little bit about yourself?
Thanks for having me, Finn. I'm happy to be here. As you said, I'm a freshman. I'm from Minneapolis, Minnesota. I went to Blake School, which is a private school in Minnesota, and I played hockey there for 4 years, and then now I'm here.
Fun fact about Izzy, she was actually Joie Phelps, number 6, and I's first ever recruit. And I remember she came and visited us, I think, freshman year, very beginning of the year. So Joey and I didn't really know our way around campus, and we had our first recruit, and we were trying to sell the school to her. So I think we got lost on our way to the dining hall.
You sold it. Yeah,
we sold it to her, but we got lost, and then we just kind of sat in our room and talked because we didn't really know what else to do, and we didn't really know our way around campus to show her. But clearly Joey and I did something right because here Izzy is at Cornell. So how do you feel about being the first freshman invited to Over the Goal Line?
I'm pretty honored, honestly. I wasn't expecting it, but when Finn asked me, I was pretty hyped, and they're a little jealous, so.
Yeah, they're a little jealous, so you better do a good job.
Yeah.
All right, so can you please talk to me about your decision to attend Cornell and sort of how you just decided Cornell overall and sort of what the most important factors were in the recruiting process?
Yeah, so as Finn said, I was their first recruit. I obviously didn't know that at the time, but I visited here like August, and they were just stepped on campus, and so it was kind of nice. They were kind of nervous too, and I was really nervous. And I think what sold me on Cornell was the team and the camaraderie and how close everyone was. And Finn and Joey made me feel right at home, and we went to Risley Dining Hall, I remember. And
it's kind of funny the things you remember about your first visit. Like, I remember things, but the people that that were hosting me, they probably wouldn't. But it's just those little things. And I agree with you. I think our team is really good at being connected and bonded. I know we talked about this the past episode when I interviewed my sister, but sort of how different everyone is, but how we all come together. And between years, there's always different people on the team, but I think we always find a way to become connected and to make that bond, which then translates onto the ice. So what's your favorite memory of the season, Ben, hockey-wise?
Oof, that's tough. I would have to say probably beating Princeton twice. The second time, too, when we had, some technical difficulties with the game, and then we came out and we played really well as a team, and it was a big win for us, and everyone was pretty excited, so that was fun.
Yeah, that game, we had to deal with a lot of adversity for sure.
Oh, and that's where the pregame dance started, or that's where it really took off. It's me, Paige Lewis, Joey, Willow. We've had people who have attempted to
people kind of switch.
Yeah, Elena's tried. I don't know if she's on it anymore.
We'll see.
Yeah.
It's kind of like a ruthless group. You're either good at dancing or you're out. I'm just a spectator usually. I attend, cheer them on, but I never try to dance. I feel like I'm not that good at it.
Yeah.
So I don't even want to embarrass myself.
Yeah. Luckily you're not there, actually.
All right. What's your favorite part of Cornell as a whole?
Oh, as a whole, it's probably cliche, but definitely the people and the team. Like, that's the best part about being here is the people I've met on the hockey team. And they're going to be my friends for life. So, yeah, that's definitely the best part.
Yeah, it's cool because Cornell's so big and there's so many people, but you find your own little group and we have hockey, so it's like your own family. You know, you can text someone and there's always someone willing to go to lunch with you or to the library to study with you. And it's not just that we're friends at the rink, we're friends all over campus and dinner and everything. So it's really nice having everyone. I agree with that. Next question is kind of a funny one that I thought of, but I think it'd be funny to see your reaction. So which one of our coaches, if you had to choose one, could you see singing the national anthem at one of our games?
Definitely not Coach. I would say Coach Jackson for sure.
I would say Coach Jackson too.
I honestly think he would just like grab it and run with it. I think he'd do well.
He would. And he would make it funny. I think he would get the crowd involved.
I think he would. Yeah, I do too.
I think the crowd would be singing by the end of it and we might be really hyped up. So
yeah.
Maybe we should.
Yeah, I think we should do it.
We should ask him. Please tell me and all of the listeners what's your favorite and your go-to joke. If someone says, tell a joke, what is your joke?
A joke? I don't really tell a joke. I just like to kind of pick on people and give them a hard time.
Okay,
a joke? I don't have a joke.
So you're not into like knock jokes or why'd the chicken cross the road?
I'm more advanced than that.
Oh, okay. So you're calling me unadvanced.
No, I didn't say that. I mean, I haven't heard like knock jokes in a while. Like, do you want to tell me one?
Well, I don't really know a knock joke, but I know
chicken.
Why didn't the skeleton get on the ice?
Because he had no guts.
Yeah. Have you already heard that one?
No, I totally guessed.
Are you kidding?
No.
Oh God. Okay. Well, I thought that was a good joke to have on the podcast because it involves hockey. So I was bringing it full circle, but I guess it's not a very good joke.
It's a good one.
So
it's a good
I'll have
one.
to work on that.
It's good.
Next question. Who on the team would you like to be trapped on a deserted island with and why? You can pick two people.
Gosh, I would say I would say Paige Lewis.
Okay.
As one of my answers because she's a fun time and I think we would have a good time.
Yeah, and a little known fact about Paige Lewis is she can sing.
Yeah, she can, and she can dance.
She can sing and dance.
Her clappity clap.
Yeah.
Whatever. Oh yeah, I would say her, Jamie.
Jamie's just a great person overall.
Jamie's a great person.
I mean, everyone needs a little Jamie in their lives, so why not bring her with you?
If you don't have Jamie in your life, you're missing out.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, those two, I'd say, off the top of my head.
I agree.
Maybe
with Maybe. Yeah, maybe. I can be the third pick, if one of them decide they don't want to go.
Yeah.
There are two people on our team who are currently in a prank war, and that's number 22, Maddie Mills, and number 29, Lindsay Browning. In your opinion, who has the better pranks, and who's going to overall win this prank war?
Okay, honestly, I don't know. Maddie's going hard. Like, I respect it. So maybe her.
Who got the prank book for Secret Santa? Someone gave it to either of them, so maybe they can find good...
I feel like Maddie got it. I don't know who.
Yeah, so maybe she can find something in there, but I honestly think Maddie's pranks are more advanced than any book could have.
I think she'll win, actually, because she puts a lot of effort in. She goes hard.
She does.
She's all in.
She is. She's very competitive, and she doesn't like losing, so... All right. This question is random, but it's essential in understanding who you truly are so that our listeners can really understand and our fans. What is your alarm clock sound? So answer that and I'll tell you the follow-up question after.
It's like the default Apple.
Okay, so then I'm going to need you to give an example of what it sounds like. Please demonstrate.
Do-do-do-do. I don't know what it is.
Do-do-do-do.
Well, you know, like the default Apple, it's like da-na-na, da-na-na. I don't know. I can't.
All right, I like it. Well, thank you very much for joining us on this episode of Over the Goal Line.
I'm number 12, Izzy Daniel. Let's go Red.
Thank you, listeners, for tuning in to this episode of Over the Goal Line, by the players and for the players. Remember, we play home this weekend with Dartmouth at 2 o'clock on Friday and Harvard at 3 o'clock on Saturday. Come show your support for the Big Red. And then, the following weekend, we are home on Friday versus Colgate at 3 and away on Saturday versus Colgate at 3. Catch you all in 2 weeks for episode 3. Go Big Red!
Tune in next time to Over the Goal Line, a Cornell University women's ice hockey podcast. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to this podcast, available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, SoundCloud, and WBBR.com. To learn more about the team, you can follow them on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at Cornell W Hockey. Game schedule and tickets can be found at CornellBigRed.com. Until next time, go Big Red!